Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 31 of Hearts of Iron 4 as the German Reich. Before I start this video, I just want to have a little bit of a moan, so you have to deal with, just deal with it really. I get people moaning at me every day in the comments section, so it's about time I got to moan back every now and again. And basically, I've got no problem with people giving me hints and tips and, you know, little tricks on how to play the game. No problem with that at all. I've admitted right from the very first Hearts of Iron 4 video that I did that I've got no experience with Hearts of Iron, so I do appreciate like tips and hints and advice and things like that. But what really sort of gets to me and it really winds me up is the people that get really butthurt because I've misplayed something or I'm not playing the way they would play. And I appreciate that it can be pretty frustrating to watch, and to be honest, it can be pretty frustrating to play as well. You've got to bear in mind that I've got a total of 37 hours logged on Hearts of Iron 4. Now, out of that 37 hours, some of that time was just basically sat on the launcher screen without me even actually doing anything, so it's probably only really about 35 hours. Out of that 35 hours, probably 33 of those are actually videos that I've made for the game that you guys have seen here on the channel. I've got no experience of Hearts of Iron 4 outside of that. I've got no experience with any of the previous Hearts of Iron games. So my entire Hearts of Iron experience is the 30 odd hours that I've put into this particular game. Now, yes, I have made some misplays, I've made some mistakes, and it's something that is going to happen when A, you're new to a franchise, and B, you're also trying to commentate while you're playing, because it's very easy to try and you're thinking about what you want to say, and at the same time you're trying to think about playing the game. And it's very difficult to find a balance, because if you get one thing spot on, the other thing normally suffers. You can sit there and commentate very well and have a coherent train of thought, like I'm doing now, because I'm not actually touching the keyboard. So all I have to do is think about what I'm saying, so that's fine. You can sit and play the game and just concentrate 100% on what you're doing, in which case you tend to find that you stop commentating or you just start talking drivel because you're not really thinking about what you're saying. It's very difficult to find a balance between the two, which is where most of the mistakes are made. That and my lack of experience. But what I just want to say to those people who do get very upset about the way that I'm playing is, I'm sorry, but I'm still learning. You know, this is a learning campaign for me. I already feel that I'm doing a hell of a lot better in this campaign than I did in the previous ones. And you know, some of the sort of complaints that people have had. One, people have been saying, stop using light tanks, use your better tanks. I mean, I agree, my better tanks are better. The light tanks are out of date, they are getting destroyed. But at the end of the day, I'm just fighting a little bit of an insignificant war over here in British Raj. Once this is done, the light tanks are going. I'm not using them anymore. I'm probably not even going to use the medium tanks. Where can I send them? I mean, unless I actually attack Russia, I haven't really got anywhere that I can get them. So they may just sort of hang around for a while and we'll build up the medium, the heavy tanks, the modern armour. But getting them across to America is going to be tricky because we need to get into the United Kingdom as well. Now, that's another one. I've had someone saying that all I need is like 6 paratroopers in the United Kingdom and I could probably get them to capitulate. And I completely agree. All I need to do is get some troops to the United Kingdom. And it's not for the lack of trying, because literally for the last 10 videos, maybe even the last 15, I've been trying to get troops to Great Britain. And the problem that I've got is that Great Britain have like massive naval superiority in the Channel, and I did try and take an army over there. In fact, I think I've tried it twice now. And the last time I tried it, even though I had a load of submarines and destroyers and a couple of battleships escorting convoys in the English Channel, all of my convoys got sunk and I lost 24 divisions. The other method, of course, is a paradrop. But in order to paradrop, I need to have air superiority. And in order to have air superiority, I need to have more planes than the AI does. And that has been very difficult at the moment, because Great Britain just have so many more aircraft than I do. If we go ahead and have a look at Great Britain, well, I'm on the wrong map, Paul, but Great Britain just have thousands and thousands of aircraft, and I do not. So we are going to try and get around that. Just as a little cheeky cheat here, looks like we currently do have air superiority. You're the special reserves, you're not really doing anything. Where are our paratroopers? You are the powers. Now, where are you guys currently? You are down here, and I assume that's where the transports are as well. Yep, the transports are there, so you guys are standing by. So, just out of curiosity, Do we actually have air superiority at the moment? If we click there, can we drop you over here? Looks like we actually can. Let's just unpause and see what happens. Yeah, they instantly have air superiority, so we can't actually go ahead and do that. So this is the problem that I'm having. It's not a case of just holding off and not trying to send troops over there. I've got no way to get troops over there at the moment. I've got no manpower. Now, one thing someone did point out, which was useful advice because it's something that I missed, is that I'm importing stuff that I have a massive surplus of, like oil. I have 180 surplus of oil. I don't need to import that anymore. Chromium, that's the only thing I seem to have a surplus of. Got a surplus of rubber, but I am having to import it, so we could go ahead and rejig that slightly. We don't need quite so much. Steel, we don't have a surplus. We still need oil. We do actually need some oil. We just didn't need quite as much as we were getting before. Oil, Soviet Union. That should solve the oil demand. Yeah, there we go. So we're not importing anything that we have a massive surplus of, which does give us some more factories. Now, another thing that was suggested was constructing some radar. Now, we do have some research in radar, but not much. I've never really used these. Radar stations allow you to gain intel on enemy troops in nearby states. Higher radar levels in states increase the effective range. Radar also provides a state with better detection of enemy air forces, giving your planes a better chance to engage them. So, okay, let's go ahead and get some better radar levels in these provinces over here. And we're going to go ahead and put those to the top, I think. So we'll go ahead and build all these radars. They will take quite some time to get done. And in the meantime, we're going to build some more factories as well. So what I'm currently doing is building jet fighters, because the jet fighters are going to serve me better than the non-jet fighters. I can't even tell what it is that the United Kingdom have at the moment. But if we go and have a look, we can see their air force. They've got around about 45,000 planes. I've got nowhere near 45,000 planes. When we don't have any manpower, so even though I'm building planes, I haven't got any service manpower to actually get them airborne. So what I intend to do is build up a lot of planes, and when we have a lot of planes, then we will probably switch to scraping the barrel. I want to do that at the last minute because it reduces our factory output considerably. But if we reduce, if we go to scraping the barrel, by that point, hopefully, we'll have all the planes we need. And I only sort of need one opportunity to try and drop some troops off there. I think we've got 2 lots of paras as well. Yeah, so my intention is to try and get both lots of paras dropped at the same time, just to make sure we've got the backup there. We've got a lot of troops down here fighting in British Raj. Again, once we've got this area cleared out, which I think we can do, once we've got this area cleared out, I'm going to bring all these troops home. We're going to retire the light tanks. We'll probably put Rommel in charge of the medium tanks on the Soviet Union's borders, just in case they do decide to attack. I mean, we are friendly with them at the moment, but it is quite possible that that could happen. So we're just trying to push in here at the moment. Where do we have you guys? I think I was sending you guys all... Yeah, I was sending you guys down to the south to try and deal with this. Let's get you guys to sort of push in here, because you should easily be able to nip up behind these guys, really. And obviously we're being told that the enemy has air superiority and stuff like that. There are various issues that we are going to have. Let's just sort of take you guys and move up here. We'll clear this area out and start moving back to the south again. Seems like the best thing to do. You guys should be pushing in on your own without too much interference from me. We did manage to move into this this tile. Let's go around here and try and sort of flank you through behind the river, so we're not actually having to attack across the river, because that's what makes life a little bit difficult, attacking across rivers. Okay, so Bolivia, and I think that was Bolivia and Fascist Bolivia. They've moved some more troops in there. Of course, we have to keep stopping our fight because we don't have any supply. They keep trying to do naval invasions, and they never usually succeed with them. But we are going to keep trying to move units in as soon as we get any little bit of organisation. we're going to try and move in on those guys. Again, we're trying to push in on the mountains here. It does look like we are making some progress. So, yeah, we've managed to take another province there. We're getting them backed into a corner. If we can get across this river, it would be great. But we might just need to try and sneak a few units up behind them into empty provinces. Like, there's nobody up in that province, for example. You're trying to move in, but if we quickly engage you there, it'll stop you from moving in. So we can literally run up and cut these guys off over here if we're quick and clever about it. Let's take you guys and move you up. We are fighting into the mountains, which isn't a great thing, but I mean, they are cut off. So that should help with that not too much of a problem. We didn't manage to get in there, actually. I'm surprised that we didn't get in there. Very few units in there, but again, just so little supply up here, it does make life very, very difficult for us. Engineering company has completed. That'll be a little bit better for us. Anything else that we want to take? Probably better recon company. What have we actually got in our paratroop companies as well? We want them to be as good as possible when they go in. Where are our paras? So you've got logistics company and a recon company. You could probably do with an engineering company and a... Well, you could do with a signal company as well, but I can't really afford it. We'll do that one, and then we'll add the signal company on, or the engineer, whichever one it was I didn't add. I've already forgotten. Just so that our paratroopers go in as strong as possible. I think I'm still in the process of trying to upgrade my modern armor. Yeah, because they need the support battalions adding to them as well. That is fine. How are we doing on production at the moment? Weapons are looking good. Support equipment's looking good. Most things are actually looking good. Modern tanks is all we're working on. We're working on a lot of jet fighters. We are also working on naval bombers as well. And I will use some naval bombers. We can't deploy any of our ships at the moment either, because we simply do not have the manpower. So I might just put these down to 1. And then we'll stop producing ships. We will need to build up a navy, because we'll need the navy in order to go and attempt to take on the US. Now, I've not got much organisation here, but at the same time, these guys haven't really either. So we are starving them out, so that is good. These guys are about to get cut off, which works well for us. We've got some decent organisation. Theirs is pretty poor. Let's see if we can nip in behind them. Apparently we've got some free dockyards. Let's go ahead and just put you on to... we've still got more free dockyards. Quite a few, actually. So let's go ahead and work on... We really don't need more convoys. We're doing quite well. Let's get a few battleships on the run, because we're not really making any battleships right now. So we've got battleships. We probably do want to keep working on submarines, to be honest. Yeah, okay, but we'll put them down at the bottom of the list. We're going to need to import some more stuff now. So we need some more oil. We need chromium. And that's pretty much everything. We've got a massive amount of steel here, but... what have we got here? 5 divisions from Hungary. We don't really need them. I thought we actually managed to chase these guys off. No, we're still moving. We're just really, really slow. So at least this war's going pretty well. How are we doing with the construction of those radars? In fact, they're nearly all done. Then we start repairing some factories and then start working on synthetic oil. So that's not too bad. So we might actually get somewhere. There's still quite a bit of land down here that is owned by British Raj. You'd hope that Japan would be getting something done about that, but they don't appear to be. We have got these guys completely isolated now, so they are, in essence, screwed. So we've got them out of the north. And now we're going to try and sort of swing in behind them and get in from the side. We need to take this, really. Just so little organisation. But now you guys have got in here. Can we move there and cut you off? There's only 1 unit in there, and we're not really going across a river, so we might manage that one. And if we can, we'll be isolating 17 divisions. You guys have got up there just fine. So let's try and get you down. Well, we don't really want you in the mountains. There's rocket artillery upgrade done. So we need to take on next tech. We could go to the advanced rocket artillery. I'm not really using rocket artillery at the moment. Let's just have a quick look at infantry stuff. We've got the level 3 paras. We're not really using either of these. Industry's already completed. Let's go and work on the better radar. I mean, we're building the radar, so we should have the best radar that we can get. So how do these improve? Doesn't tell me what they're actually doing. But yeah, we need to sort of run down and get as much stuff done in radar as possible. Do these increase our planes ability any? It doesn't look like it, so that's fine. We'll leave that as it is. How many planes do we have in reserves at the moment? So, fighters, we've got a bit of a... You know, we don't have as many fighters as we should have. But jet fighters, we've got over 3,000. It's probably still not going to be enough. Naval bombers, we only have like 500 and something. Though the naval bombers are only really if we want to send our navy out, which we won't be doing quite just yet. Light tanks, we've got a deficit of. We've got plenty of modern tanks. We've got a few medium tanks. Yeah, I think it's just important that we get this sorted. And in fact, we are doing quite well now because just as expected, we are sort of forcing these divisions out. We're starving them out. So if we can get in here, we should be able to clear up these 17 divisions. Yeah, you guys there, you need to sort of move in over here. Because you do actually have some organisation. These guys do not. So you guys should be gone. Now, where did I put my yellow army? You're all the way up there. Let's see if we can push down in the mountains. You've got a little bit of organisation, not an awful lot. Yeah, your organisation is terrible because the supply is so bad. But it does look like we're actually making a move into this province. It looks like they are getting forced out. So, if that's the case, that's fantastic. And then that'll be a lot... Most of these are British Raj's divisions anyway, not the Americans. And of course, there's a lot of mountains over here to fight over. If we can take this port, this is a very important province for us to take. Now we've got the better mechanised, so let's just go in and make sure we upgrade that before I forget to do it. So we want to upgrade you to Mechanized 3. Not using all of my military factories at the moment either. So let's go ahead and, well, let's make some more jet fighters. Yeah, there we go. So we'll bump you up the list. And we are short on... what now? Chromium again, probably. Trade. Oh, tungsten. Okay. Get some from you. Need some more rubber. And get some of that from Japan. And we need a little bit more oil. Of course, we are still working on the synthetic oil factories. They are queued up, so that will help. And now that that research has finished... do we want to go for the better support battalions? I think we probably do. The more we can get, the better. Better field hospitals, actually. We could probably do with getting some of those with the paratroopers. So let's go and edit the paratroopers. So you guys want to have field hospitals, and then next time we're going to go and give you the signal company as well. Their combat width is actually quite small, but we don't really have the manpower to make them much larger, to be honest. So what are we recruiting? We're still recruiting some paratroopers. Once they're done, that'll be the end of it. And we're still recruiting some cavalry just for sort of resistance suppression. So once that's done again, we'll leave it be. So our concern at the moment is crushing this army. It's a little bit difficult because we don't have any organisation. I could just wait, but that's not in my nature to wait. We're attacking into the mountains, which is not a great idea because that's attacking into the mountains across a river, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, we need to move down here and try and cut these guys off in this port. Because if we can cut that port off from everywhere else, then the rest of these guys will have no supply because they don't have any other ports. So this port down here is actually supplying all of these troops. So even if we can blockade this, we might not be able to fight these guys too easily because they'll still be getting supplies from their port, but we can block off the supplies to the rest of the area. So that's what we're going to try and do here. Did we destroy all of those? We did indeed. So you guys are going to come in and start picking on these empty provinces. You are moving some units in, which is a little bit crafty. You move in there and try and block those guys so they can't move in. But yeah, any provinces that are unoccupied, we should definitely be trying to... Yeah, they've already got troops in there. It was an empty province a moment ago. We want to stop you from getting there as well. When are you going to get there? Come on. 3 days. That's a long march, apparently. When are you going to get there? You're going to get there in 1 day, yeah. I need to just keep throwing units here, just to sort of hold that guy up. Which is why I'm constantly just clicking on a unit, and then clicking in here, because I'm trying to stop him from getting there before me. Probably still will. We're going to get there in 17 hours. You guys go and attack as well. Just keep them busy long enough for this army to arrive. There we go. We got in there. That's what I wanted to do. So I need to wait a little bit now until we get some organisation back. But we're trying to cut off this port. That's what the plan is here. Now, where's that big stack that I've got up there? The yellow guys. You don't really have any orders, so you're kind of all over the place. But if we can get you in over here, we just want to try and squeeze them out of this port. Actually making a little bit of progress in the south, it looks like. Not a huge amount. You guys are getting massive attrition here. Although they've mainly left this port undefended. So if we can move in there quickly, we might even be able to nab it from them. And again, I appreciate that this is one of the things that's causing a lot of manpower problems. I wonder as well if we can go to Russia and try and flip them over and... Oh no, we are trying to boost popularity there. I've just got so much political power and not really an awful lot else to do with it at this point. But I think that is probably a good place to end the video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Sorry a little bit about the rant at the beginning, but like I said, remember, it is a learning process, and I usually find, and it's not always the case, but I usually find that it's the people that complain the most are the ones who have never had to try and commentate a video while they are playing it. And if you've got hundreds and hundreds of hours like I have with Civilization V, I mean, even then I still make mistakes. And even someone like Marbazir, who has thousands of hours playing Civilization V, will sometimes make mistakes because he's too busy talking about what he's doing and he'll miss something on the screen. It does happen. And, you know, I'm relatively inexperienced with this game and this franchise, so it will take me some time to get there, but EU4 was exactly the same. I consider myself quite a good EU4 player these days, and when I first started playing it, I was as bad at that as I am at this. It just takes some time and practice, so thanks for bearing with me. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Until then, goodbye for now.